everyone, it's Anne Crafty Kimchi. Welcome back to my channel. I am here to show you some embellishments that I created. I am joining Tony, who is Craft Purge here on YouTube and Instagram. She is hosting a group challenge on her Instagram page. And I finally put the embellishment together, and I thought I'd show you how I created it. So I'm going to just show you the supplies I use. And the items I use is this seam binding, and this is in the pink tulip. I will leave the link to the Etsy store that I purchased this huge ream off of, and I prefer the iron look versus the wrinkled look. I'm not super shabby enough where I think I could own the wrinkled look, but I love having this. I honestly, this pink bow is everything, and I could be working a little bit on my bows, but I love this just on my projects. I have some double-sided foam tape from Dollar Tree, and I have the Dollar Tree ornaments. These are a must. I have some pink twine that I purchased off Embellie, and again, this is a huge roll that I'll probably have for the rest of my life. And let me see what else. The two dies that I did use are these two Starburst dies, and these are old We Are Memory Keeper dies. I think Christmas just always screams stars for me. And then I did use this wreath die in this Sizzix die that I purchased off. I think this was a clearance from Hobby Lobby. But again, super cute. And I have this little snowflake that I did buy from Tuesday Morning, probably 2 years ago. And I just did a little stitching with some pink thread. And I did on this little ribbon, I did add the little pink jump ring, and I did buy that from Creative Mojo Wholesale store on Instagram, and I'll leave a link to her store down below. And I think that is it. So for the layers, I did cut out the larger star and the bigger star, and I just want to show you what I did with this large star. I wanted the texture of snow, and I love snow paste, any kind of snow paste. I think every year I seem to add more different mediums to snow. I'm obsessed with snow. So I did go around with a popsicle stick, and the snow paste that I did use this year, and this is a new one for me, is the Finnabair Snowflake paste. Again, it is so yummy. It's like cream cheese. And you could see here, it's so yummy. And it's so satisfying. And all I did was take a popsicle stick and I went around the edges. And, you know, there's no rhyme or reason to it. You can just be as generous as you want. And then all I did was take my favorite diamond dust, and then I just sprinkled it on top, and I let it sit overnight to dry. So this does take more than one day, I guess, to prepare for. So I'm back today to go and assemble all the pieces together. But look at that sparkle. The diamond dust is infused into the paper and into the snowflake paste. So I love how there's no mess from this snowflake paste. And then I do add, I'm going to show you the embellishments. I do add these little wooden Christmas trees on the side. I don't know, I just had them and I wanted to do a little tuck. So I take these really green Christmas trees, and they're super green. You could see them, and I think I purchased them on Embellie. I've had them in my stash forever. And I took this Dilutions ink spray, and I believe the color, and it's just white. It's called White Linen. And I sprayed the Christmas tree on top, and the surface dries just like this. Look how fun that is. So it looks like a snowy tree. So compared to the stark green Christmas tree, there is a day and night difference with that white linen spray. Must have, must have in your stash. And I feel like Christmas always gives me like mixed media vibes. I bust out the works for Christmas. So I'm super excited. Again, you could see how chunky this is. And the deer is actually one that I picked off Cricut Design Access. And I love Access. I mean, you have to pay a membership fee, but I was looking through my die stash and I thought I had a small deer, but I didn't. So I basically went and searched the images and I found this one, and I love this reindeer. I just needed to have a reindeer in this piece, and I resized it. I cut out a whole bunch all at once, and here you go. I mean, this is why I'm kind of obsessed with my Cricut machine currently, just because I don't need to buy a bajillion dies just to make one project. And the jingle bell on top just gives it that little jingle jangle, and then you have that hanging element. So if the person wanted to hang this, they could. It's just a beautiful, delicate Christmas piece, and I'm super excited to show you how I put this together. So I'm going to put everything to the side, and then let's start getting to building this piece. So I'm going to start off with the Dollar Tree snowflake ornament, and basically it comes with a ugly silver string that I cut off, and then I added the pink twine instead because I think it just looks so much cuter with the pink. So I did just kind of feed it through the 2 holes, and I'm just going to center this, and then on the back I am going to glue this. So I'm just going to zoom in slightly just so you can see my hands better. Great. And then this is actually the leftover piece from the wreath, and I am just going to use this to glue and kind of hide on the back. I just want to keep this as nice and clean as possible. I'm just going to put a dab of glue, hot glue on here, press that down. And then I'm just going to add this little piece here and just add that to the back to hide whatever mess. I just want this to be as clean as possible. Just press that down. Okay, and then flip this over, and there you go. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm just going to center that. Okay. And then I'm just going to add a little more glue just back there because it feels a little lumpy. And okay, there we go. All right, so now let's start the building process. And I'm going to take my first large star with the diamond dust and snowflake paste, and I'm going to glue this to this Dollar Tree ornament. And I'm just going to center this the best that I can right here. Boom, and that's great. And then I am going to take the next star layer, and this is the music paper from Prima Santa Baby. I love this music note paper. I did back it with some foam tape. I'm just going to peel everything, and so I can add some hot glue. Okay, and just add some hot glue because I want this to be super secure. And just kind of align it. Just like so, and just press down. Easy peasy. Okay, I will go in, and this is the rosette that I will add. And this is a Tim Holtz thin Sizzlet strip that I love. I love this rosette so much. I use it all the time. But I want to add my Christmas tree, my snowy Christmas tree, first before I add the rosette, because I just feel like it gets a little lumpy if I do it afterwards, or hard to add on. And I don't know why I needed to add this, but after I sprayed it, I was just like, oh my god, I love it. I need it. It has to be incorporated into the project. And then I'm going to go and add the rosette right on top, just like so. Easy, right? And then from here I am going to add the snowflake to the center, okay, of this, and I just want that snowflake to be just aligned to the top, and we are getting there. Oh, and before I add any more layers, I am going to go add the bow to the top with the jump ring dangle. I just love that sound when you kind of like move the, I don't know if you want to call this an ornament, but you know, it's my take on an embellishment. And I just love that jingle jangle of the ornament, of the bell. So I'm just adding the glue to the top and adding the seam binding and just making sure this is together. Oh my god, this is a hot glue mess. Of course this happens to me on camera. Did not happen to me to the other 3 that I prepared, but you know, that's how YouTube works. I'm just going to add a little more glue. Okay. All right. There we go. And that's on there. Okay, and then I'm going to assemble the deer. Okay. I did forget to mention that there is this little strip, and it says fa la 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 la, and it is the Vintage Goose tutorial. I'm using the Vintage Goose tutorial where I fold and sew, and then I take this little fa la 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 la. I did puff it up. I cut it in cardstock and in foam just to give it a little bit extra. Okay, so I'm just going to put this together. And I like to hang the wreath on the deer's neck. I just think it's more regal. Doesn't that look so pretty? I'm just going to add a dab of hot glue on the back just so I can secure this part. Got hot glue everywhere. And voila. Just like that. I just like to I just put a little dab of glue just on the parts of the leaves so I can just make sure that the leaves don't move. Just a little bit. Okay. Just like that. All right. And then this deer is ready to be put onto the snowflake. I am going to add some double-sided foam tape, just because we love a little dimension. And I just took too much. Okay. Just like so. And I think this is going to peek out a little bit. Okay, just like that. I'm just going to peel this off. I'm just going to add some hot glue because we are sticking this onto felt. And then I just don't want him to be hitting the jingle bell, so I'm just going to put him a little bit lower. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is. Look how cute. Okay. And then last but not least, I am going to add my little fa la 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 strip, just because I am all about the sentiments. Just put a lot of glue, put too much, but I want this to be as secure as possible. I'm just going to put this right on there. And there you go. That is my completed embellishment. I do go back and add some pearls, but you can't really see them. I think it's just me trying to be a little extra and a little shabby, but I hope you found inspiration. I hope you like the project shares that I've created today, and I hope whoever receives them knows that I put love and all the feels into this embellishment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.